I wasn't really working on the poker website anymore. And I thought I've got to do something useful. So I thought, well, I really like Bitcoin. This is really cool. I like making websites and I like trying to explain how things work. So I thought, oh, let's have a go at trying to explain how Bitcoin works. I do the same thing I did for poker, but do it for Bitcoin. So yeah, I think that was about 2015, and I probably didn't realize at the time that it was probably a lot more complicated than I anticipated. So yeah, in 2015, that's when I started on the very first part of the website, which is like the beginner section. It's still there now. So yeah, I spent a long time researching. I knew quite a little bit of code, mostly through like website sort of code, but not as low level code that you really need for understanding Bitcoin. But I still tried my best to like figure it out at the time. So yeah, so I learned as much as I could through code and reading about it. And then when I felt like I got a good understanding of it, I started writing the beginner section. And I sort of the beginner section now is still a bit different to the rest of the website because it's a bit more like sort of light-hearted and hand drawn. It's a different kind of section. Yeah, I wrote a lot of that like when I was like when I used to go for walks a lot, and I sort of used to take some paper and I'd write it all on paper. I think I spent about 6 months, well, over the course of 6 months, sort of writing it and then building the pages and stuff. Yeah, so that was the start of the website, and then ever since then, after doing the beginner section, I thought it was quite light. You know, I thought I felt like it was a good introduction, but I wanted to explain more, like how does it actually really, really work when you get down to all the nuts and bolts of it. So that's when I started doing the technical section. Yeah. So, and then ever since then, really, I've just sort of been adding to it and adding to it and adding to it. And so, yeah, I think the technical section really is sort of like the biggest section, the main part of the website, really, because it goes into all the detail, which is what I want to do, which is basically designed for anyone who's like maybe a developer and wants to work with Bitcoin. So yeah, that's how it all started.